Irish Daily Mail FAI Senior Cup. I'm Jerry McDermott and I'll be your guide through this morning's proceedings. The draw is taking place in Sligo today as part of the FAI's AGM and Festival of Football, which is being held this year in Sligo Leitrim. We've had a week visiting clubs in this footballing hotbed, and I'd like to thank them at this stage for their hospitality. It's the draw here at the home of Sligo Rovers, a club with a great cup tradition. This ground has hosted many memorable FAI Cup ties down through the years, and the Cup still has a special place in the hearts of Sligo Rovers fans. And maybe the third round draw will give us a match in the showgrounds that will end up as being as memorable as, say, the 1983 semi-final against Cobh Wanderers. We've been joined today by many representatives of the clubs that are in the last 16 draw, and also David Viz, the circulation manager of our sponsors, the Irish Daily Mail. David, you're very welcome. The third round of the Irish Daily Mail FAI Senior Cup features 16 teams drawn from the senior, intermediate and junior ranks of Irish football. At this stage of the competition, we have 11 teams from the SSE Airtricity League, 2 from the Leinster Senior League, 1 from the Munster Senior League and 1 from the Ulster Senior League. The 16 teams in the third round draw are Athlone Town, Bohemians, Bray Wanderers, Cobh Wanderers, Cockhill Celtic, Cork City, Derry City, Drogheda United, Dundalk, Galway United, Killester United, Longford Town, St Patrick's Athletic, Sheriff YC, Sligo Rovers and Tolka Rovers. There are 16 balls in this drum in front of me, and each ball has the name of a club in it. We'll be drawing 8 ties, and the first team out of the drum in each tie will have home advantage. The third round is scheduled for the weekend of August 23rd, and there is provision for one replay with extra time, after which the tie will be decided on penalties. Now, would you please welcome the two men who will conduct today's draw: Tony Fitzgerald, President of the Football Association of Ireland, and Ireland team manager Martin O'Neill. You're both very welcome. Before we begin, Martin, just one question for you. During your career as a player and a manager, you played in a lot of cup matches. Did you prepare differently for a cup match to a league match?
Certainly we did, because there was a great excitement. When I was a player, the FA Cup, of course, had great resonance at that time. Very, very important competition. Perhaps maybe it's lost a little bit of its sheen with the advent of the Premier League, but in those days, absolutely tuned into radio, listening to the draw, hoping that you would get a favourable one. And then when it came to the preparation in the week beforehand, it was totally different, and it was really great. It was particularly special. One-off occasions that you're hoping that. Obviously, the dream of Wembley at that particular time would have been very, very strong. Then eventually, as we progressed, European Cup games, again, just of and I'm hoping that I think the same would still maybe stand today. I'm not particularly sure about that. Maybe there might be just slightly less time these days to prepare for. But overall, yeah, great excitement about it.
Certainly here the FAI Senior Cup generates a lot of excitement, and you can see it by the large numbers here today. So we will start the next chapter in the road to the Aviva. Tony will draw the home team and Martin will draw the away team. So Tony, can you start proceedings by just there and drawing our first team?
First team out is Cockhill Celtic.
So, Cockhill Celtic from the Ulster Senior League, based just outside Buncrana up on the Inishowen Peninsula. They will have a home tie in the third round.
They will have a home tie against Longford Town.
They'll play Longford Town from the Premier Division of the Airtricity League and former winners of the FAI Cup.
Then we have Tolka Rovers.
So Tolka Rovers, another non-league clubs, 5 non-league clubs in the draw. Tolka got Waterford United in the last round. They got a home draw in the last round. They got it in this round. So who will they be playing?
Killester United.
So, Tolka Rovers against Killester United. So there'll definitely be a non-league club and a Leinster Senior League club in the last 8. Now a third tie.
Galway United.
Galway United. Going well in the Premier Division this season.
David would be happy with that.
And they beat North End United in the last round. So they have a home game.
Against Dundalk.
And they'll play Dundalk. Those two teams also meet in the semi-final. So, now our
Derry City.
Derry City. They've got a home tie.
Delighted with
You'd
that.
be happy with that, Martin.
We'll see how delighted Derry are in a moment.
I hope this is a bye.
Could be a bye-bye.
Drogheda United.
They'll play Drogheda United in the cup, and
Sheriff YC.
so Sheriff YC, another one of our non-league clubs, the only junior team left in the competition. Sheriff from the AUL. They'll be at home
To Athlone Town.
to Athlone Town from the first division of the Electricity League. 3 of the non-league teams so far have got home draws.
Looking after the non-league teams, aren't they?
So this is our 6th tie. Team at home will be
Bohemians.
Bohemians. So up most recently in 2008 against Derry City.
Bray Wanderers.
They'll play Bray Wanderers. So an all Premier Division clash there.
We have Cobh Wanderers.
Cobh Wanderers,
Another non-league team.
another non-league club drawn at home. So Cobh Wanderers from the Munster Senior League.
Oh, there'll be
They'll play.
disappointment. Sorry for home. Sligo.
So not quite the home draw Sligo Rovers were hoping for, but
It's all fun. It's all fun.
yeah. But it brings back memories of Cobh Wanderers against Sligo Rovers
right.
back in 1983, and that turned out favourably.
Cork City.
So Cork City, managed of course by John Caulfield, who's from these parts and went to school in Summerhill College, just across the road from the showgrounds here. The last tie, and they'll play
And very obviously, St. Pat's Athletic.
St Patrick's Athletic, and that possibly is the tie of the round.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for
Jerry.
joining us today and for doing the draw. Martin and Tony, you want to head back to seat. Now, let's get some reaction to that draw. We'll go through the draw very shortly, but we're joined by Gavin Dykes from Sligo Rovers, and I'd like to invite Gavin to come up on stage here and get his thoughts on that draw. Not the home draw, Gavin, that you were looking for, but Cobh Wanderers away.
Yeah, well, look, we'd like to. I think it's important, really, but brings back great memories, I'm sure, for a lot of people. You know, Cobh came here under a non-league side, and you know we won the cup that year, so it could be a good omen for us. It won't be easy. We'll have our homework done. I know Joseph will have his homework done. So disappointed it's not a home draw, but you know I'd rather be going to Cobh than going to Cork.
And incidentally, when we did the trial draw, the dummy run beforehand, that's exactly what happened. Sligo were drawn away to Cork City, and when I told Gavin, he wasn't impressed at all. You know, it's a busy time for you. You have a match tonight. You're up in Dublin against Bohemians, and then you have another game on Tuesday night, a big glamour friendly against one of the top teams from Scotland.
Yeah, we were busy. We've league action tonight, which is our priority at the moment. We have a tough game against Bohs and Derry United, and we're delighted to welcome Motherwell here on Tuesday night. You know, top team in Scotland with great connections with our club now, because as we know Ian Barraclough is a very successful manager here, and I would urge the people of Sligo to come out and support us and to welcome a very successful ex-manager back. You know, we had great times with him here. He won a league, he won the cup that's in front of us, and also won the Setanta Cup. So if the people of Sligo can come out and welcome him back and hopefully get a crowd, it definitely help the club financially as well. But we'll worry about that on Monday. I don't know if Joseph will be that happy that we have a friendly run in on Tuesday night, but you know, it's great to welcome them back.
Yeah, but it should be some homecoming, and again, just what they've been saying around Sligo this year, even though the league's not going well, there's always the cup, and in Sligo, it often of the season.
Well, very much so. Down through the years when I was playing, you know, I remember the days when we used to sign players just for cup games.
Yes.
You know, and you know, it was a long time we didn't win it. You know, we've won it now a good few times. The last few years have been very successful, and it's like a second home to us. So hopefully we can get over Cobh and get into the next round, but we'll be all thrilled.
Just looking at the draw, I suppose that Cork City St Patrick's Athletic game is the match that stands out.
Well, I was sitting beside John Russell there and we were calculating how many balls were left, and we knew Pats and Cork were still in it.
Yeah.
So
I suppose when you look at the last four, you didn't do too bad.
We didn't do too bad out of it. But look, there's no easy games in the cup, and but that's going to be a smashing tie in Cork. There's a couple of interesting ones as well. You know, Derry and Drogheda is an interesting one as well. You know, so hopefully, like I said, we can only look after our own business.
Yeah.
And, but we've got nothing easy in Cobh yet.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Gavin, and good luck tonight, and thank you very much indeed for joining us. I know you're going off to join the team to catch the bus. So, round of applause for Gavin. Just to go through the draw again, it's Cockhill Celtic against Longford Town, Tolka Rovers against Killester United, against Dundalk, Derry City against Drogheda United, Sheriff YC against Athlone Town, Bohemians against Bray Wanderers, Cobh Wanderers against Sligo Rovers, and possibly the tie of the round, Cork City against the cup holders, St Patrick's Athletic. Well, that's it. I hope your club got the draw that it was looking for. Those games will be played on the weekend of August the 23rd, and we have recapped on the draw. So that brings us to the end of this morning's proceedings. I'd like to thank Tony Fitzgerald and Martin O'Neill for making the draw, Gavin Dykes for joining us, the Irish Daily Mail for their sponsorship of the competition, and the events and competition departments at the FAI for putting together today's event. And also a very, very big thank you to Sligo Rovers for hosting us this morning. I wish everybody the very best of luck in the third round, and we look forward to 8 exciting ties next month. Thank you for watching. This was streamed live on electricityleague.ie. So to all our viewers all around the world, thank you very much indeed, and everybody here in the showgrounds, thank you. Goodbye.